are going to solve some problems related to periodic and non-periodic continuous time signals. So what we have standard results are that sinusoidal signals and complex exponential signals are always periodic in nature. And when you talk about normal exponential signals, they are non-periodic in nature. And if we have to find out that whether the given signal is periodic or non-periodic, we have to justify the condition xt is equals to xt plus a fundamental time period capital T. So let us go ahead for testing of the signal for periodicity in coming questions. So the first question here is about xt is equals to 2 cos t plus 2t by 4, right? So from here, from observation, we can say that the cosine function is periodic in nature. So definitely what we can conclude here is that the given signal is periodic, right? Now if it is periodic, we have to find out its fundamental time period. So how we are going to find out the fundamental time period? We are going to compare the given signal with the standard cosine function. In a standard cosine function is given by amplitude A cos 2 pi f naught t. This is our standard function. So when we compare this standard equation with the given question, what we have from the theta part is that 2 pi f naught is equals to 1 by 4. What is f naught here? That is the fundamental frequency. But we have to find out the time period. So time period t naught is given by 1 by f naught, right? So on putting this, we will have 2 pi upon t naught is equals to 1 by 4. It is going to give us t naught as 4 into 2 pi. So finally what we conclude here is that fundamental time period of the given question or given function is 8 pi. So the result is that the given signal is periodic with the fundamental time period of 8 pi. Okay. Moving to the next question. Xt is equals to e raised to power alpha t. Now we have to justify whether the given signal is periodic or non-periodic. So let us go for testing condition. We are going to test the condition that if we will get xt and xt plus with some fundamental time period capital T, if the equation is verified, then we'll say it's periodic, otherwise it's non-periodic. So xt is already given, it is e raised to power alpha t. Remember, it is not complex exponential. It is exponential function. So what will be the value of x t plus t for our given question? It is e raised to power alpha t plus t. So it will be equals to e raised to power alpha t plus alpha t, and we can say it as e raised to power alpha t dot e raised to power alpha t. So definitely it is not equals to e raised to power alpha t because it is our xt and it is our xt plus t. And what we have find is that both the sides are not equal. So we can conclude from here that the given signal is non-periodic, right? So given signal is non-periodic in nature. Moving to the next question. Okay, this question is somewhat unique. Let us understand the question. It is a complex function with the product of ut is the step function and a sinusoidal function. Let us see the signal individually. This is a sinusoidal function. So we definitely know about it is that it is periodic in nature. So this is periodic. But what about ut? The definition of ut is given as ut is equals to 1 for all t greater than or equals to 0, and it is 0 for all t less than 0. If I draw this signal, it is something like this. Amplitude 1, this is my ut. So it is not defined for t less than 0 or negative axis of time. Okay, and the standard definition of periodic signal says that it should exist alike on both positive and negative axis of time, right? So it is not defined for negative axis. That means this particular given signal is non-periodic in nature. So what the complex function what we are getting is when a periodic signal is multiplied with a non-periodic signal, definitely the result is non-periodic, right? So the given complex function is composite function is non-periodic. moving to the next question. It is the sum of two different sinusoidal functions. One is sin 2t and one is cos 3t. So what we observe here is that this is periodic, this is also periodic. And when we are going to add both, the result will be periodic in nature. So definitely the composite function what we get after adding the two functions sin 2t and cos 3t, the result will be a periodic signal. But if it is periodic, we have to find out its time period. So how we are going to find the time period? We are going to find the time period for individual signals. Let us first of all, we will find the fundamental time period for sin 2t. What is its time period is? It is given by 2 pi f1 equals to 2 because its constant is 2 here. So 2 pi by t1, we know that frequency is inverse of time period, we get t, and t1 is given by pi. So what we get the fundamental time period for our first section is pi. Let us find the time period for second section, that is cos 3t. So here we write for cos 3t, what we will write here is 2 pi f2 is equals to 3. And we can say 2 pi by t2 equals to 3, and time period will be equals to 2 pi by 3. So these are the individual time period of the signals. What is the overall time period of the composite function? So for that we have to take the ratio of the two time periods. When we find the ratio of the two time periods, we will get t1 by t2 as 3 by 2. So definitely when we take the ratio of the time period of the two given signals, and if we get a rational number, remember if we get a rational number, then we have to take the LCM of the two signals. So LCM of pi and 2 pi by 3 is given by 2 pi. So the overall time period for the given function is 2 pi. This is our answer for question number 4. Let us move to the next question, that is fifth question, and this is the function with square form, sine square 2 pi t. So how we are going to solve the given question? First of all, we can't say that sine is periodic then sine square is also periodic. We have to justify it whether it's periodic or non-periodic. So let us first of solve this square function with the identity that cos 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta, that we are having an identity. So from here we will find that sine square theta is equals to 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. So we are going to replace this particular relation, we are going to use this particular relationship for solving this question. Okay, so when we are going to apply this identity, what we will get for our function is 1 by 2 is common, 1 minus cos 4 pi t. This is the function that is equals to sine square 2 pi t, right? So this is again a composite function. When we separate the terms, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 cos 4 pi t. So again we are having two different sections. So first section is your cosine function. This is our cosine function, and cosine function is definitely a periodic function. And if it is periodic, its time period is given by 1 by 2, that is 0.5 seconds. How we are finding it? We are finding it by 2 pi upon t naught equals to 4 pi. So we are getting t naught as 1 by 2 on comparing with the standard equation. So this was the first section. Now what about this particular constant value? This is actually called as the DC value. It's a DC value. So the final result for given this DC value is that, remember one thing, that any constant along with a function is called as the DC value, and a constant is always a periodic function. Remember, a constant is always a periodic function, but it does not have any fundamental period. Its fundamental period is not defined. So this DC value, it is also periodic, but without any fundamental period. So this is periodic. This is periodic. The overall answer is periodic, and the time period is 0.5 seconds. Okay, so these are our few questions that we have to solve here. We have solved here. And if you have some any questions, you can give in comments for getting the solutions. Thank you.